Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Priscilla. I am a New York-based flight attendant working with a major US airline company. And in today's video, I will be talking about the elephant in the room, which is my hair. If you're new here, I had sister locks. Okay, I've had sister locks for like 2 years. My 2-year anniversary was literally, I think, this year. No, last year. Was it this year? No, we're turning 25, so this year. It's been forever. Okay, so I had sister locks, guys, and let me just start off by saying that I'm not new to cutting my hair, okay? I literally had a natural hair channel where I was doing my natural hair, among other things, okay? So, and let me also add that I've always had the desire to cut my hair to this length. It's just that when I lived in the US, right, it was quite expensive to get haircuts compared to how much I paid doing it in Ghana, right? And I couldn't even get good barbers, okay? Forgive me, but I could not get good barbers. I couldn't get people to cut my hair the way I wanted to. I wanted it to be cut. And then secondly, also, if I'm not getting the best people to do it and it's costing me more money, then is it worth it? But yes, but I've done almost everything I can to my hair. I've done relaxed hair. I've done perm cuts. I've done short haircut like this, some shorter than this if you ask me. I've done sister locks. I've done locks. The only thing I haven't done is gone bald. But it was really tempting. I was this close to going bald, guys. Like, I really wanted to do it just for the fun of it, to say I've done everything to my hair, okay? I've changed my hair color before. I had honey blonde at some point. I'm gonna try and insert photos or clips of these hairstyles that I'm talking about. But when I lived in Seattle, when I was working with Wells Fargo, I believe, yes, I was working with Wells Fargo 2019, I think. Yes, I think it was 2018, 2019, thereabout. I did cut my hair. So I've had short hair like this before. It's just that I couldn't get a good barber to cut it the way I wanted it to be cut. And it was expensive. Like, I didn't see why I should be paying that amount for a haircut that I didn't really enjoy anyway. And then I switched to doing a perm cut. So I relaxed my hair a bit. And that also became quite expensive because hairdressers or salons charge, like, they will take your kidney for hair to get your hair done, okay? So that became way expensive than even the haircut was. And then I figured at this point, one, I didn't even have the time to be booking those appointments and to be making it to those appointments to begin with. It was an extra chore to me, in my opinion. So once I decided to start my YouTube channel, I then decided to grow my hair, to do like a natural hair channel. So that was my journey. I started off growing my hair. It was very short. Then I started literally like this. It grew out. I had my natural, my afro, unpermed, textured hair. It was great. I loved it. Then I became a flight attendant. So it was good. My wash days were a lot, but I enjoyed my afro because once I pulled everything up, I was good to go. And honestly, if I let my hair grow out, I probably would not relax it. I'll probably just keep the afro. I love my afro, okay? But long story short, I always wanted a hairstyle like cut down like this because of the low maintenance nature of it. I've always been a lazy hair person. I don't care for my hair than to have whatever it is on my head and just go. So I wanted something that would be very super low maintenance, cost effective, that wouldn't cost me so much money. I don't even buy wigs. Like, I don't see the investment, the need for that investment. I feel like I'm okay like this. And plus, it's too hot in this country for me to have wigs, to have braids, let alone wigs, okay? So the reason why I got sister locks was because the wash day routine was just too much for that lifestyle of being a flight attendant, right? So the sister locks allowed me to keep my own natural textured hair. I didn't have to worry about relaxing it every 2 weeks or every month or whatever. Plus, I had it was like a fixed hairstyle that I only had to touch every 6 weeks, literally, if I wanted to. So that was why I got sister locks. It was convenient. It was easy. I washed it once every 3 weeks. got it retied once every 6 to 7 weeks. So quite low maintenance compared to the natural texture afro hair, where I had to wash it at least once a week, and then the detangling, the combing out, among other things, was just too much for me for the job that I started, which was becoming a flight attendant. So that was the reason why I decided to do locks at that point. And as convenient as it was, after going through pregnancy, my hair was fine during pregnancy, guys. I didn't lose hair. I didn't do anything. Honestly, technically, if I tell you I lost hair, you won't believe me, because there's technically like no evidence of it. But once I gave birth, I noticed that my hairline, actually when I returned to Ghana, that's when it became more apparent. I started losing hair. My edges were disappearing, literally. But my hair is such that it's very coarse and it's very thick. So although I was losing my edges, my locks on my hairline were still there. They were barely holding on, but they were there. The only hair that fell out, even with that, I cut it because it became so thin that it was like hanging just by like 2 or 3 strands. So I literally cut it. But if I did not cut it, I wouldn't have literally lost any hair at all in terms of like the lock itself. But my hairline started to thin. But with the way my hairline works is that once I lose it, it grows back, like if not immediately. So as it was thinning, it was growing back. So by the time I decided to just get rid of my locks, it had grown back. So even though I was given that as a reason why I cut my hair, it was hard to believe because my hairline is there. As you can see, like I have a full hair right there, so it's hard to say that I lost my hairline, but it was for a brief moment. So that's why. But it became painful because the locks were heavier than the strands that were securing them. It started to hurt, right? And whenever I would pull my hair up, I never tightened it or anything, but it was just hurting because it's like the base of the hair was too light for the ends of the hair of the locks that were it was holding onto, right? So that was a reason why I decided to cut my hair. So one time I was honestly just going to wash my hair, and I'm like, is it worth washing this hair today when I can just cut it off? And I just cut every single piece off. I still have my locks. I'll probably show you guys in a video somewhere here, but I didn't destroy them. It's still my hair because I didn't use extensions to do my locks. It's literally my own hair. So I did keep them just in case if I decide to go back and lock my hair, I'll probably use them as my own hair as an extension so that I don't have to start from the bottom or all the way afresh again. But that was the major reason why I trimmed it. Plus, I feel like it carried so much weight emotionally. I feel like it was, at some point, I felt like I had experienced so much during 2024 and 2025 that it was filled with so much emotion that I'm like, let me just cut off this weight. Let me just get rid of this. It felt heavy. Although the hair itself was not heavy, it just felt like it was too much on my head because I do have a lot of hair on my head. So it was just a lot, okay? I just had to get rid of that weight. It was just too heavy. And then I just needed a change. I needed something fresh. Like I needed something different. I wanted something different, something low maintenance that wouldn't stress me out, okay? And I just had to change. I just had to get rid of it. I felt like starting a new wave in my life required a new hairstyle. So that's why I did this. And like I said in the beginning, I've always wanted to cut my hair like this. Like, honestly, I've always wanted to cut my hair like this ever since 2018, 2019. So I don't have an issue with cutting my hair like this. It's just the timing and the maintenance and the cost required is what I was looking at. And I did locks because I enjoyed the look of the locks, although maintaining that was also expensive, but it wasn't time consuming like the way having a wash day every single day would be. Retying my locks was just like about 5 to 6 hours, one day every 7 weeks. Whereas with my natural afro hair, at least every week I had to do a wash day, and that took hours, more than 5 hours. Okay, so, and then buying products among other things. So that added up a bit in terms of my time and the cost involved. or as with my sister locks, one, I got it installed in Ghana, so it wasn't as expensive as it would have been if I did it in the States. And two, maintaining it in the States was quite expensive, but it was worth it for me in terms of the time that I did not have to spend to do it myself. So I guess it was a good trade-off. And coming back here, it was less expensive, you know, it was more cheaper, but it became heavy. The hair itself was not heavy. I think emotionally I was just drained, and I went through a lot in 2024, 2025. So mentally, I just wanted to get rid of that dead weight just to start something fresh. Okay, like the way I'm feeling good right now, it's gonna grow. It's very low now, but I plan on letting it grow out a bit. I'm not gonna keep it a lot or long. I don't like long hair. Like, I don't care for long hair. I just want healthy hair. I just don't want to be bald. That's all. But and your girl is getting a lot of gray hair because we've been through the ringers. Okay, we've been through a lot. So it's even grown now. It was much lower than this, honestly. You would see in some of my vlogs that it was much lower than this. So I'm hoping that it will grow out a bit, and then I'll just maintain that length. I'm just trying to do a good comparison to see if I'm always going to cut it low and let it grow out, or if I'll just keep it at a certain length. But so far, I love it. I just wake up and go. I don't have to do anything. I don't wear wigs. I don't own wigs. Like, I've given all my wigs away. I don't want anything to do with my hair that's going to be stressful or hard work. Okay, I'm a lazy hair girl. I'm hardworking, but I don't like to exert my hard work or my time on my hair. I don't care for that. So this is what we're going to be doing from the meantime. Like, I don't expect to change it or do anything else to it. I look forward to keeping it like this for quite some time. But then again, never say never. Anything can happen. And lastly, this hairstyle, it's the ultimate convenience. If I'm looking for convenience, right? This gives me the ultimate, ultimate, ultimate convenience. Like, it's so convenient, so easy, super low maintenance compared to everything that I've done with my hair, except for being bald, which I haven't done before, which I assume would be much more low maintenance than this. But everything else coming to me doing the locks was low maintenance, and this is super low maintenance. I literally can just get up and go, brush and go, you know, or just rub water in my hair and I'm good to go. So that's why I just wanted something easy, guys. That's like the long story, the long short of it. But I kind of like it. I like the way it looks. Or let me know if it's cute. Like, I think this is my good side. I think this is my good side. I'm not really feeling this side that much, but I do have a long chin. So my profile is quite long. So I think it's making my chin stand out more. But let's see how it looks when it grows out. But yes, I haven't dyed it yet too. This is just my hair after I cut the locks off, and then I unraveled the little bit that was left because I wanted a little bit of hair because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to go bald or to just trim it a little bit or get a super low cut. And it was quite cheap to get my hair cut too. It's less cost effective. It's cost effective. So that's the reason why, if you guys were wondering why I cut my hair, this is the reason why. My edges were just going, but it's hard to tell, right? Because it literally happened when I returned to Ghana and I did my first retie after having a baby. So I had my baby in April and I hadn't done a retie in like 5 to 6 weeks by then. So I hadn't retied my hair in over 14 to 16 weeks, right? So once I came back and I did my first retie, I noticed that my hairline was thinning, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Because it's never happened to me before. And then once I went to get my hair retied, I noticed that the hair was so thin now. But the funny thing was that by the time my next retie was due, it had grown back out. That's why you can't see like any bald spots or anything. It's hard to tell. But I did lose my hairline. But that's always been the case for me. Whenever even I braided my hair, if I lost hair, it literally like grew back by the time I took the hair out. So it's hard to tell, but thank God for having good genes. I'm not gonna complain. But yes, so when I start flying, this is gonna be my hair. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it so much. Imagine on my layover, getting up, having a 5 a.m. report time as a flight attendant, and your hair's like this. Like, who has time? Like, I have time, okay? I can sleep an extra 30 minutes, okay? But yes, I look forward to 2026 with my new hairstyle. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you all for joining me in this chit chat. I will definitely see you all in the next one. Bye bye.